Have you ever wondered what it takes to make coffee entirely from scratch? Imagine waking up to the aroma of freshly roasted beans that you personally selected and roasted to perfection. While most coffee lovers focus on brewing, taking control of the entire process, from roasting raw beans to grinding and brewing, unlocks a whole new level of freshness and flavor. Making coffee from scratch may seem intimidating, but it's actually an enjoyable and rewarding experience. Not only do you get to customize the roast profile to your exact taste preferences, but you also ensure that every cup is as fresh as possible. This guide will walk you through the entire journey, from selecting raw green beans to roasting, grinding, and finally brewing your perfect cup of coffee. Step 1. Selecting raw, green, coffee beans. Before you begin roasting, you need to source high-quality green coffee beans. These beans are unroasted and have a longer shelf life than roasted coffee. Consider the following factors when selecting beans. Origin. Different regions produce distinct flavors. Ethiopian beans have fruity notes, while Colombian beans are more balanced. Processing method. Washed, cleaner taste, natural, fruitier notes, or honey processed, medium sweetness. Bean variety. Arabica beans are smoother and more complex, while Robusta is stronger and more bitter. Freshness. Ensure the beans are freshly harvested and properly stored. Where to buy green coffee beans? Specialty coffee shops, online retailers, Sweet Maria's, Berman Coffee, etc. Local coffee farms or cooperatives. Step 2. Roasting coffee beans at home. Roasting coffee is where the magic happens. It transforms green beans into aromatic brown coffee beans. Home roasting methods. Oven roasting. Preheat oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, 232 degrees Celsius. Spread beans in a single layer on a baking sheet. Stir every 3-5 minutes to ensure even roasting. Monitor color changes. Light roast, 10 minutes, medium roast, 12-14 minutes, dark roast, 15+ min. Remove and cool immediately. Stovetop roasting. Pan or popcorn popper. Heat a heavy pan or stovetop popcorn popper to medium-high heat. Continuously stir or shake beans for even roasting. Listen for first crack, popping sound, at around 5-7 minutes. Adjust roasting time based on preference. Dedicated coffee roaster. Small home roasters provide more control. Follow the manufacturer's instructions. Most home roasters complete the roast in 10-20 minutes. Cooling and storing roasted beans. Cool beans immediately using a metal colander or fan. Store in an airtight container. Avoid refrigeration. Store in a cool, dark place. Wait 12-24 hours before brewing for optimal degassing. Step 3. Grinding the roasted beans. Once the beans are roasted, they must be ground before brewing. The grind size depends on your preferred brewing method: coarse, French press, cold brew, medium, drip coffee, pour over fine, espresso, AeroPress extra fine. Turkish coffee. Use a burr grinder for the most consistent grind. Step 4. Brewing your coffee. Now that you have freshly roasted and ground beans, it's time to brew. Here are some common brewing methods. For French press, use a coarse grind. Add 1 gram of coffee per 15 grams of water. Steep for 4 minutes, then plunge and serve. For pour over, V60, Chemex, use a medium grind. Pour hot water, 195,205 degrees Fahrenheit, in slow circles over the grounds. Brew time, 3-4 minutes. For espresso machine, use a fine grind. Tamp evenly in the portafilter. Extract for 25-30 seconds. For cold brew, use a coarse grind. Steep in cold water for 12-24 hours. Strain and serve over ice. Roasting and brewing your own coffee from scratch is an enriching experience that deepens your appreciation for every cup you drink. Not only do you gain complete control over the flavor and freshness, but you also get to experiment with different beans and roasting techniques to find your perfect balance. While it requires patience and a bit of trial and error, the satisfaction of sipping a coffee that you roasted and brewed yourself is unparalleled. Whether you're a casual coffee lover or an aspiring home barista, diving into the world of coffee roasting is a journey worth taking. So why not give it a try? Your next perfect cup of coffee could be one roast away.